So then I'm going to have 6 plus 12 plus 20 plus 30 plus 42, and I'll add those up, and you'll get your final answer. Okay. Let's go to the next one. We're going to add the first 3, so we're going to be doing a sub 1, a sub 2, and a sub 3. So when I put a 1 in, I get 1 squared is 1 over 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4 over 2 plus 1 is 3. And then 3 squared is 9 over 3 plus 1 is 4. So I'd use my calculator. And I would do 1/2 plus 4/3 plus 9/4. I would hit enter, and I can put the decimal answer or hit math, enter, enter, and you'll get the fraction in lowest terms. Okay, let's go to our next one. We're going to start at a sub 3, and we're going to go to a sub 7. So when I put a 3 in, 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. Plus 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. And 5 minus 2 is 3. 6 plus 2 is 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. 7 plus 2 is 9. 7 minus 2 is 5. So some of these I can kind of change right away. I know that this is just 5. I know that this is just 3. And I know that this is just 2. But then the other ones I'll add in fraction form in my calculator. So I would do 5 plus 3 plus 7/3 plus 2 plus 9/5. And again, I'll give my decimal, or I'm going to hit math, enter, enter, and give my fraction in lowest terms. Okay, let's go to our next one. It says from -3 to 3. So we're going to have a sub -3 plus a sub -2 plus a sub -1 plus a sub 0 plus a sub, maybe I need to put these a little closer together. Running out of room here. A sub -2, a sub -1, a sub 0, a sub 1, a sub 2, and a sub 3. So when I put a -3 in and I square it, I get 9. 9 minus -3. When I put a -2 in, I get 4 minus -2. When I put a -1 in, I get 1 minus -1. 0, I just get 0 minus 0. So 0 minus 0, I can put that in. When I put a 1 in, I get 1 squared is 1 minus 1. And then when I put a 2 in, I get 4 minus 2. When I put a 3 in, I get 9 minus 3. So this becomes 12 plus 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6. All I did was add what was in those parentheses, and I'll add those up in my calculator, and I'll get my final answer. Let's go to this next one. Starting at -2. A sub -2 plus a sub -1 plus a sub 0 plus a sub 1 plus a sub 2. So -2 is going to be -2 to the -2 plus 1 would be -1 plus -1 negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Then I have 0 to the first, because 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 to the 1 plus 1 is 2. And then 2 to the 2 plus 1 is 3. So when I do negative 2, gotta put that in parentheses, to the negative first power, I get negative 0.5. Anything to the 0 power is 1. This is simply 0. I know 1 squared is 1. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. I'll add up all of those, and then I'll get my final answer. Okay, let's go to this last one. I'm going to go from 1. It looks like a 5, I think. It's a little hard to read. So I'm going to do a sub 1 plus a sub 2 plus a sub 3 plus a sub 4 plus a sub 5. So when I square 1, I get 1 minus 2 to the first is 2. Then I'm going to put a 2 in here. 2 squared is 4, and 2 to the second is 4. 3 squared is 9 minus 2 to the third power. Now I know that 2 to the third power is 8. Plus 4 squared is 16 minus 2 to the fourth. I know that 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So this becomes 16 plus 5 squared is 25 minus 2 to the fifth would be 32. So I've got negative 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0 plus negative 7. Add those up, and I'll get my final answer.